This is Cresso, and this is part 76 of the Human Journal. Infinite loves me. Early yesterday, when I woke up, I had a very interesting, deep meditation, and it happened real fast. I was visualizing a pure, bright light. It was like I could describe it like a liquid form, but I know what it was. It was, it was my higher self talking to me. Combinations of words and also combinations of I guess I could describe like strange sound, like some sort of coding sound or something. But I was gonna say something here that stood out, in my conversation with my higher self. And let me just say, before I go further, I say this a lot, my higher self, and just anybody that's first time listening to my clip. When I say my higher self, what I mean is, it is me, but in a higher dimensional plane, or I could say consciousness, which everybody, a lot of people use the word consciousness, or you could say God or infinite source of life. But it's really us, but just in a higher consciousness form, or state. So I'll just say my higher self. So anyway, one of the things that stood out was, my higher self was saying, to show people the light, you can talk about sharing things about what infinite is or the light, but people will have to see these things for themselves. And I understood. It's that people definitely, each individual around on Earth have, it's important to see the light for yourself. And I could say so much, describe, or even if I just draw it, people still have to see things for themselves. And, the amount of love that I received was amazing. I was visualizing, I could say I was visualizing the cosmos. I was seeing how everything about life, everything swirl around together. Swirl around together like it's kind of like if you're a painter and you just get all different colors and all that, and you just swirl it up. That's exactly what I was seeing about life in general. And, my higher self felt that I was discouraged, and especially I did a video about subscribers and feeling a little bit about, just a certain way about, how my own mind was trying to basically criticize me because maybe I wasn't, spreading a message, about the truth about life to everybody, and people don't seem to get it. But, the love that I got, that I received from my higher self was just amazing. A lot of it was visual. A lot of it was, it's like consciousness was saying, is basically just about the same thing when I had my ayahuasca experience. I was just listening. It was like saying things like, Cresso, you know how everything goes about life. You know what, that needs to be done, or it was something like that. And I felt it. And while I was having my deep meditation experience, I was having a warm fuzzy feeling in my heart while I was meditating. And I just kept opening myself up more and more and traveling within. But everything about life, it's like I know. And that's the thing what my higher self was telling me. It's like I know how this whole thing works or what life is. And it's the same thing when I channel with these beings in my ayahuasca experience. The ones that are or have an awareness of who I am, and the ones that don't have an awareness of who I am, but it's a common ground, or it's a connection that, you know, it's like when you have a deep awareness of something and you can see yourself, let's just say another being, but it's really you, but if you see yourself that understands what life is, it's like you will share that truth. Like, you know, it's like anything else in life, you know. Like sometimes we feel a certain way that, let's say we feel down about something, but then you remind yourself, like, you know, come on, you know, not criticizing, but just a reminder, like, you know, don't feel down, you know. You say, you know, I believe in you. You know, I know you know what life is, or how it works, or utilizing the power that's in you. So I just want to just give a summary about the vibe and just the experience I got from when I was meditating and just receiving a download. Some stuff that I was receiving a download was more of a feeling. It was definitely a strong, powerful, very pure energy was flowing through me. Also, you know, my higher self was telling me about the chakra. It was telling me, let's say, about the heart chakra. That explains why my heart was basically was so warm. It was like activated or something. It was you know, I got connected to this, or let's just say reconnected to this, that, you know, you don't have to have all the chakra activated to be in touch with the higher consciousness. It was sharing to me that one chakra alone could activate all of them. Or let's just say one chakra, you could basically see things more also. It doesn't have to be all at once. That's what I got from my higher self, and there's so much more that I feel like I know a lot of people around the world can reconnect to things. But a lot of it is just love, you know, and a lot of people understand who they are and connect to that truth. I know, I'm very confident that the experience that I had yesterday morning, a lot of people could reconnect to that truth and drop a lot of these fear-based stories that people carry around themselves on a day-to-day basis. And you know, while I was having a deep meditation, my own ego was like put aside. It was exactly like my ayahuasca experience, when the ego, it would try to come in, but it's just not able to do anything. So I felt I was definitely in a higher state, and I felt good. I really, really felt good. That was a great meditation. I felt that a lot of stuff that I was expressing, how I've been feeling, I knew that I was creating a tension within my higher self, and it was just encouraging me. It just reminded me, and just a lot of it again is through love. I was just visualizing everything around the universe and beyond was like, I'm just gonna do the best I can to express the ideas, and everything was like a gateway to everything. You know, it's like we are all in that amazing thing about life. And, you know, it doesn't matter what dimension you're from, or no matter what you've done in life that you feel guilty about. It's like, you know, and it's like my higher self was showing me about people. You know, people are going to play certain roles. You know, a lot of people, for example, truly believe that they're going to be burned to hell, or something's coming down on them. And this is again, you know, it's like I was being reminded again. Not anything that's judging me or whatever. It's basically, it's our higher selves. So it's like, you know, people are going to play around and pretend that they don't know who they are. And sometimes I play that game. I forget sometimes and I feel a certain way. So yeah, it was just telling me, like, you know, all these people feel a certain way, that they're going to be destroyed or destruction is going to rain on them. And so the truth is that people are loved. And, you know, that's the thing that a lot of us need to understand, that, you know, that truth, that no matter what story that's floating around the internet, for example, or no matter you get something from your religion teachings or your Bible, or whatever, it talks about how something's going to come down and we're judgmental towards one another. One poses to be more spiritual than the other individual, all that egoic story. It's like, what I got from my own meditation is that a lot of people around the world is love, okay? There are a lot of people going to play roles to basically limit themselves, and there's some people going to play the role to align themselves to understand what limitless is. And yeah. But, you know, when everybody, you know, if you're in a limited part of consciousness, and you feel like your life is going to be basically go into hell, for example, okay, you're loved. It's like your spirit is going to activate or understand to that truth. Okay, your spirit, my spirit is one. You're going to realize very quickly that that stuff that you're holding up, this idea, is all a sham. It's just bullshit. That I'm loved no matter what I do. And it's a great thing. And I know a lot of us going to be very egotistic, and we're going to rely on certain things. We're going to look at things like, for example, I got to call things out for what it is. A lot of us will say things like, where does that say that in the Bible? It's like you rely on certain things. You know, I take it for what you want, everyone, whoever's listening to this. I could say the Bible is a tool, you know, to either keep people in a very limited space, or people might get some parts of it out, you know, get something out of it, and to guide yourselves. And it's not really just about the Bible, but anything that runs across from you and it feels very hard driven, that it would try to dictate or try to put fear on you. But no. The thing is that what I got from my meditation, it was just, I felt loved. I really did. I really felt it. And seeing everything in the cosmos and beyond, everything's just swirled around. It's like a coat that's just keeping you warm. It just felt that way. And I really appreciate that. I really did. And I just want to pass that on to anybody that's listening. So whenever you're feeling down or you feel in a certain way, it's like, I don't know, I just want to pass it on, that, you know, if you don't believe in a God, that's fine. But, you know, there's a divine energy of love that I know a lot of people, you know, mankind is looking for that, searching or wondering. And I know that. I see that on a day-to-day basis. But, you know, a lot of people are loved, you know. I know sometimes it's a little hard to see that, because things are so heavily suggested around the world that it's not anything of that. And you don't, you know, you feel like there's no hope or anything like that, and everything's going to hell and whatever. I mean, I don't want to sit there and blame things about religion. I mean, I felt for a very long time that religion does keep people very dumb. Not saying people are dumb. It's just, it will suggest for you to be dumb and ignorant. And yeah, I mean, I could talk about the light. I could talk about what divine love is so much. But, you know, consciousness, you know, break itself into individuals, you know, or I'm sorry, individuality, excuse me. And everybody gonna have to see the truth about life for themselves. Okay, but I'm still gonna pass this message on. So, you know, a lot of the information I was getting from my higher self, I was, you know, my higher self was talking to me about that, but a lot of it was a feeling of that I wanted to stay silent, you know, and that's what I was doing. That was a good bulk of it. I was observing just the amount of love, and then while observing that, I was just being silent to myself. And, you know, the ego was not, you know, my limited part of myself didn't have any foothold into this. All I did was I got up, okay, I breathed, I used my imagination, okay, just visualize. Everybody, you can travel within. You know, obviously it's what imagination is. People take these things lightly, I feel. And you can. And if you allow yourself, if you trust, yes, you can definitely have a wonderful experience. I have a friend of mine that we keep in touch, and I told him that I sent him an email. I told him that I about my meditation, and I'm going to share this. And I wanted to share this to him through this audio that, you know, you meditate and you allow yourself, you know, just allow yourself and not be afraid, or don't worry about things are not being clear to you right away, because, you know, everything happens for a reason, but there's really nothing could bar you from the truth. The truth is always within every man and woman, you know, for example. And, you know, we just have to you have to go through certain things that you agree on. Nothing outside of you is telling you that you can't, or dictating you about your life or your destiny. No, it's you the one agree. Okay, and you know, that's what it is. So just meditate. And even anybody that's listening to this, just, you know, just keep it simple. A lot of everybody, I tell you, it's very simple to let go of certain stories. Fear will betray us, and it will suggest for it to be the strongest or the dominant. Not really. When you know that you're loved and you're fearless, and you know that it's all possibilities, and you are centered within it, because you are consciousness. Fear is just, it's not going to have any hold on you, and that's really it. But the work is, you know, that's there for us, is to put our, you know, logical mind aside. You know, if your logical mind's becoming too much of a barrier or getting out of control, we have to use our power. We have to use our power to basically put that aside or mold it. That's what needs to be done. I want to say something else before I close out. I was watching some things on YouTube, okay, and there was a guy there was synchronicity from the clip that I made the other day about deleting subscribers. And I mentioned on that clip about YouTube gives award about amount of subscribers, right? I don't really go into the program so much that YouTube offers about the, you know, but I just said the thing about promoting, or let's just say people gives award from YouTube about amount of subscribers. So I saw somebody receive on YouTube, an award from YouTube. Okay, it was synchronicity, and I'm gonna be honest how I felt. The first thought came to my mind when I saw this guy was happy and receiving something from YouTube, and he's thanking his fans. The first thought came to my mind. Okay, I knew this is how the human mind works. the first thought came to my mind is that something's messing with me. My mind was saying that I just did an audio, that I mentioned about YouTube, okay, that gives away awards and stuff for people that have higher amount of subscribers, right? And I felt like something's messing with me. You see how the mind works? So I wanted to just not listen to the rest of the stuff, what he had to say. I wanted to, move away, navigate to somewhere else. But no, I said, no, I'm going to listen. I want to listen what he had to say. And I heard everything what he said. He got a black box from YouTube, and inside the black box was a letter. And he read the letter. The letter was saying, "Dad, congratulations. You impacted so many people. You're one of the few people that received this amount of subscribers," and stuff like that. And I just kept listening. I had to force myself to listen because my mind was taunting me. My own head was taunting me, saying, you see, look at you. And I just like, I had to just, and then after a while, I just like, okay, enough. I said, let me just, I heard everything, what he had to say, and I just had to move away. But it's crazy. It's like my own mind is telling me from this moment forward, every time you do an audio or a video, you have to worry about your numbers. Now, think about what I just said earlier in this journal. I just expressed that I experienced a profound love for my higher self. It doesn't matter what I've done in life. It doesn't matter what numbers I have. It's just that my higher self spoke to me. My higher self is always within me. It's never anything separated from me. It's just that I just allow myself to open up. And I just had a great experience. All right? Now, my mind is telling me all these things that honestly, it's an experience to receive an award, whatever you do, but there's really no comparison to when you have a source of life within you telling you and clothing you from from the universe and beyond to remind you that you are loved versus an award. Really, there's no comparison. I'm not saying it's bad to get things. No, it's not. It's an experience. But I feel like our own mind centers something that will try to limit you and make you feel like these things define you. These things don't define me. So whatever number of subscribers I get on my YouTube channel, or whatever people view my clips or listen to my clips, whether it's the whole clip or not, that doesn't define me. So I want to pass that on to anybody. Understand that we are all loved. You could be the most horrible person in the world. You could be the most nicest person in the world. You could be the most unpopular person. And you could be the most popular person. Source of Life doesn't look at things about your stats and stuff. That's just that's all egotistic, and it doesn't fulfill you. And I realized my mind was telling me things that it just would never fulfill me. I could have, let's say I align myself with millions and billions of dollars in the world. That's not going to fulfill me spiritually. It's not. I can have the entire world telling me, Cressel, we love you. That's not going to fulfill me. I can't rely on man alone to tell me that how great I am, because I understand man alone is going to tell me, Cressel, you're great. Cressel, you're a damn loser. And that's what it is. I'm not saying anything that people are evil. No. I look toward the spirit within people and who we really are beneath the flesh. But if I'm going to rely on man alone for greatness, I'm going to set myself up to lose for that moment. It just comes with the experience. So yeah, I just want to say that. But yeah, I'm just being open here before I close out on that. It was synchronicity. did a clip the other day about the YouTube award, and I just so happened to see somebody getting reward. But you know, congratulations to anybody that gets that. You know, just wanted to tell you how I deal with my own head and the comparison. I mean, it's not really a comparison, but the experience I received from my higher self. It's crazy. It's crazy how the mind works. It's amazing. But these things are there for a reason. These are, I could say, the ego could serve as a gym, I guess. It always keeps you on your toes, I guess. I could say that. Constantly working, molding. You're always molding yourself. That's what it is, you know. Constantly molding yourself. But, you know, we're always, all of us, we're always great. You know, we're always great. You know, it doesn't have to, it has anything to do with accolades, but we're always great. We just have to see that for ourselves. So what my higher self was telling me about, people have to see the light for themselves. You know, it's not saying that not to share anything. No, I'm going to share stuff to people. I'm going to express the truth about who we really are beneath the flesh, and about everything beyond the cosmos or any dimension, or however that comes across my heart to share. I will express it. All right, I think that's still all I have to say in this journal. I feel great. It's a great vibe. Just want to pass that on, and I'm just really blessed. I'm just truly grateful to be loved and to see what consciousness is, and you know, just the whole thing. I know what consciousness is. Just the visual effects from within. It's amazing. You know, before, I'm sorry, I just want to say this. A good portion of my meditation was just about silence. I did get a download, and it's hard to describe it. Believe it or not, it's hard to describe it in words, but I felt like it was information being passed to me, but a different type of communication. Believe it or not, silence is a communication. I know it doesn't make sense, but it is. And a majority of my meditation was just silence. So that's all. That's all I have to say on that. Okay, everybody, until then, I will be back for part 77. Take care.